Alright, welcome back everybody. So coming at you again with Dark and Darker Longsword Fighter gameplay. The catch here, typically I do the goblin dungeons because I do not like running into teams. But this time I decided to give High Roller a shot, which is very uncharacteristic of me. But, you know, it was the end of the playtest, so no harm in it. And, I do not know the Forgotten Castle at all. I played a bit of the Forgotten Castle in the last day or 2 days, or whatever it was, at playtest 3. And then playtest 4, I stayed with the Goblin Caves, because I really enjoy the Goblin Caves. It's more my speed, but I'm coming into High Roller, solo fighter. I have pretty solid gear. It's maybe not High Roller material, but most of my gear is solid, at least. Looks like right around here, I'm just taking it really slow, trying to clear stuff out. In the off chance that I run into the other players, I don't want to have to worry about the mobs too. I'm a very big proponent of making sure that the backblast area where you're going to retreat is clear. I don't want to be retreating and then having a bunch of mobs that I skipped or whatever. So this is just my peace of mind. There should be one more skeleton in this room. He's over there. And he's a pretty easy one. Hit him one time, then he kills himself in the floor spikes. And we'll see that here in just a minute. I do not loot this flat chest because, in general, I expect all flat chests to be mimics. Not sure where I learned that fear or rationale, but that's how I see it. So I hit him with the one. And then, I don't think I shoot, well I shoot one more time and miss, and then he kills himself. And, skeleton has exited server. And skeleton didn't have anything on him. So I'm coming to this next room, and I vaguely remembered this next room. I don't know why I was afraid of this particular room. Also, the audio gets weird right here, so just bear with it. I don't know why I was afraid of this room. I just know that I really didn't want to be in this room. And I'll find out in a minute that there's like a wraith or something. One of those mobs that I don't really know how to fight. Given a shield and a falchion, I maybe could beat a wraith. But with a longsword, I'm not confident. The wraith moves fast, hits hard, very scary. But I clear out these guys, and I'm fully expecting to run into something. Hearing that noise, I'm scrambling. I mean, looking around at the time, I probably just didn't have a good idea of where I should go. I know there's a wraith in that room, so I really don't want to go into that room. I think that's the center of the dungeon. It's like a big treasure room. So I probably wouldn't last too long in there. Not the best idea. So I'm going to take my chances with this room over here. I still haven't seen any other players, and I can't count how many are dead. So I'm just hoping that it's about time to start seeing portals pop up. And over here, I'm going to run into another skeleton or two. I think it might just be one on this side, but it's not a skeleton archer. I also lost track of that wraith. If it's not a wraith, please let me know what that thing was, because I do not know what it is. I put this guy down, and I noticed a wraith in my ear. See, the thing, it doesn't look like a wraith. I don't know what it is. I've never seen one. Here, I land that hit, he gets his hit, and second shot kills him. So now it's just me and this wizard. I pop all of my cooldown, which is a bad thing, and my sword's on fire for some reason. But I get these two guys down, and they have pretty solid loot. They are very geared. I take all their potions, because potions are super useful. I really want that pickaxe, but I decide it's better not to risk it here at the end of the playtest, because you need, I think, 300 ore, and I don't have time for all that. I go back for the amulet. It's not a very good one, but amulets, you can sell them for a little bit. This guy, a good bit of consumes, I'm going to take all of them. And the main things here that I want are the rapier, because it's purple. I didn't check the stats on it, but it's a purple rapier and the necklace, whatever the necklace was. So, watching the video back, I think I could have gone through that wall right there, but I'm not very sure. I see the circle's closing in from that direction, so I choose not to go into that room. I do not want to fight that wraith, so I'm just going to go through this other door over here and hope for the best on it. So over here, I run into some more players, but fortunately, I am the sneakiest fighter. And so, I do not end up fighting these players. I'm solo, most people in high rollers are a duo or a trio, and that's just not good for me. I'm absolutely not good enough to 1v3 players. The fighter needs significant gear to be able to do that, and I just didn't want to take the risk. So I'm going to hide in these shadows for a good little while. And if you want to skip ahead in the video, like maybe 10 or 20 seconds, you're not going to miss too much. I'll ask that you don't for the watch time, but I was also told that if I ask you to like and subscribe and all that kind of stuff, it would help. So if you watch these videos and want to subscribe, that'd be cool. Not too worried about it though. More than anything, I want to know what that wraith is called. So I hear these guys, I'm taking it real slow, and his back is turned for just a second, and I sneak right past him. Just like that, the stealthiest fighter. I'm pretty sure that they didn't know I was here. There's a chance they heard me and choose to ignore me. There's a chance they didn't see me at all. But I didn't want to get into a fight with them. A ranger can put out a lot of damage very quickly, and a good ranger can kill you with one of the fastest times to kill, probably in the game, aside from getting one tapped by a barb or something. If they can land 3 headshots or hit you with the multi-shot, I mean, that's GG right there, that's game. So I'm kind of listening, and I was half expecting them to come up the stairs, but it just doesn't sound like they are. And I don't like being in the zone. I don't like taking damage. In retrospect, I think running through the zone here would have been a good idea, and then just following far behind that party, because we're going to run into that same party again in just a second. We're going to come around this way. And I don't know this dungeon. I could be missing so many secret passages and things. I am rarely in the Forgotten Dungeon. I like the solo queue. Alright, now up here, in my personal opinion, I think the next course of events is really funny. So I look through the door and I see a guy over there. And I'm thinking maybe they'll just kind of move on. I hear that, and I want that portal. But then, I hear the second party enter the combat. Barbarian busts in. I don't know that they saw me, and I shoot this arrow, which results in nothing because I don't know how doors work. And I think I might shoot a second arrow here in a second, but once again, don't know how doors work. It sounded like they shot an arrow back at me, and so looking through, I see that barb. It doesn't look like he's coming after me because they have bigger problems. I open the door. I see that same ranger from earlier, but they're not that guy. Or maybe it is that guy. I'm not positive. But he's the pervasive, and I really don't want to mess with that. Here, with the zone closing in on me, I thought I didn't have time. The zone doesn't do a lot of damage, so I'm hoping they just ignore me. I take a big hit from the barb, and that's what seals the fate. Unfortunately, I try to run from him with nowhere to go, so I try to sneak a portal as fast as I can. That arrow hits me, and the barb puts me down. I lost a lot of gear, but pretty fun run. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.